Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a hamster cage tour. It's going to be my first hamster cage tour with this little lady right here. So she is living in the IKEA Detolf. So if you'd like to see some more videos about how I set that up, then look in the description bar, I'll leave some information down there. So she is our new hamster. She doesn't yet have a name. Thank you everyone who left suggestions in my previous videos. We're still sort of deciding and seeing what her personality turns out to be like before we choose. So for this cage theme I've decided to go for a more natural look. She's not used to being on camera, so I think she's frozen with fear. So the IKEA Detolf turned into a hamster tank provides around 1,000 square inches of floor space. So this is a great size hamster tank for her. So over in this corner here we have the Trixie 11-inch wheel. So this is new to me. I've never used the Trixie before. In previous hamster tanks I've used the 12-inch silent spinner, but the silent spinner is absolutely huge. So it does require sort of a slightly higher lid, and it's just a little bit of a pain to squeeze in, and we seem to have lost it during the move. So I've bought this one and I'm going to see how this one goes. It does seem to be fairly silent at the moment, but I'm going to withhold judgment for a minute and see how it holds up with regular use. So back there is her nest. She does tend to sleep behind the wheel, and this is a paper nesting material. It's a recycled one from Pets at Home. Shredded toilet paper, to be honest, works just as well, but yeah, pick that one up for her. She's got her Living World water bottle here, which I've stuck on with some industrial strength Velcro. She's also got a rock under there, and the idea that is that sort of as she goes to drink from it, it will scratch her nails down, so to prevent them from becoming too overgrown. So I do have a couple of rocks in here. Hello! She is still quite shy. We haven't been handling her yet. We've been hand feeding her, but we do need to do a lot of work on taming before she's sort of comfortable being handled. So the background of her enclosure here is this Llama wrapping paper, and I just thought this was absolutely adorable. One of them on here is called Blue. There he is. So the one spitting, that one is Blue. So the bedding material she is on is a mixture of this hemp bedding. She's got some paper-based bedding. This is Fitch. She's also got this recycled cardboard bedding, which is a bit like Finacard, but it's a different make. I bought it online. I'll link it down below because I can't remember what it's called, but it's just this sort of squares of cardboard. So she's got another rock here. This is a really eggy, smooth shaped rock, and that's just for her to sort of climb up on and sit on. Obviously all the rocks are in the shallow end of substrate, just so she doesn't burrow under them and end up squishing herself. This end is quite a shallow amount of substrate, and that's because the wheel is only about 1 centimetre off the base of it, so if the substrate's too high the wheel doesn't spin. So this is the shallow end. She's also got this chew here, which is just some sort of natural wood on a piece of natural string with the bark on. She does enjoy chewing that, so does Benji. I left this on the floor earlier and that was a dangerous move. So this used to be a hanging toy, but I don't know where the hanging bit went, so this is now a toy on the ground. If you hear crunching, she's having a little snack in her nest. So here we have her sand bath. So I do want to get a bigger sand bath for her at some point, but this is just a carrot bowl from Snuggle Safe, I believe, with some chinchilla sand, not dust. So she has been using that as a little sand bath, but I would like to get her one slightly bigger that she can roll around in. So I'm going to keep an eye out for some dishes to use for that. And over here is a flower that I made. I will link the tutorial that I followed to make this in the description bar as well. It's from a hamster channel and she's got loads of DIYs. and I made this to make her cage look a little bit more woodlandy. So here is a sort of roller toy that's just some natural wood as well. Got another rock here and here. This is a tub with some eco earth in for her to dig around in. She's been really enjoying that so far. I would like to change the tub that it's in. Again, I need to have a look around for some nice shallow dishes. And just to help her in and out of there, there is a bendable bridge which is just bent over like a little ramp. This is just some Hazel Sticks. We cut down from the garden. I cut it into lengths, drilled some holes and put it on this natural string. I did also sterilise it as well in the oven, so no nasties will come in from outside. And so far she's been really enjoying chewing on this. And here's another little toy that I made. This one I just made out of a toilet roll tube. I just cut little slits and rolled it up, and then it's like a little dumbbell toy. So in this corner here we have this little pumpkin tea light holder. So it's one that I've used before for sort of Halloween cage themes. It does have a sort of angry pumpkin face on the back, but I thought by turning it this way around it would look a bit more woodlandy and a bit less Halloweeny. And then this is some corn husk here, so she can chew on that. There's some recycled sort of paper-based bedding in there as well for her as a nesting material. And along here as well, this is some pretend grass. It's just some normal sort of construction paper. It's not really made for eating, it's more for decoration. It's non-toxic, so it wouldn't hurt her if she did eat it, but it's probably not the best. So if it is something that she starts to eat, then I will be removing these, but they're more for decoration and to make everything a little bit more interesting in here for her. Okay, so here is a toy that I've made out of a log. Basically, I bought this hamster swing on Wish. If you haven't seen my Wish haul, I'll link that down below as well. It was only, I think it was £1 or £2, and I thought it was the most adorable thing ever. And then I thought, wouldn't it be cute if it was hanging on an actual tree? And it basically turned into this huge thing. I found this log with a piece coming off sideways, and I thought that would be perfect. So I just screwed in these little hooks here. I lightly sanded this and sterilised it as well, and then I carved out this little heart here, and I've just got the word ham there, and it was meant to say ham for hammy or hamster, but it just looks like I really like ham, so the hamster might now have to be called Ham. But it's also on this wooden base as well here, which makes it a lot more sturdy, and it just means it can't fall over. So there's a big wooden base for that one that sits under the substrate, and I've also tied her little rope bridge onto there as well. Yeah. And the top of the cage sits here, so I wanted it to look like it was sort of growing up through the tank. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out. So here we have her little Hobbit house. So this is one that I've had for previous hamsters in the past, and I really like them because they're resin. You can wash them out really easily. So I just sterilised it, and I've used it for a lot of different hamsters. Again, I've just put some nesting material in there for her. And it just reminds me of The Hobbit. I love it so much. And it says home. And then here again we have some more paper bits of grass and plants. She's knocked this one over here. But some more papery plants. And then I thought, wouldn't it be cute if there was a starry background? So I just made these Origami Stars and put them on a piece of thread. Again, it's non-toxic paper, so it wouldn't hurt if she ate it, but it's meant to be more for decoration than anything. So this one here, she has had a little nibble at, well, she's basically just crushed it and then walked off. So she just likes to investigate things with her teeth, but I don't think this is going to be chewed too much. So I absolutely love how this corner has turned out. So this second level here I made from an IKEA. It's a thing that goes in the cupboard for like mugs and tins, so you can have more than one level and utilise cupboard space. That's what it's made for. It's normally white and it's got these sort of holes in, but I wanted it to look a bit more natural, so I just glued on all of these lollipop sticks, and then I wrapped toilet roll tubes around the legs to sort of cover up all the metal and make it look a little bit more natural. So excuse all the glare on the glass, but we have some more paper things here. This is actually some real grass, as are these. I bought these, they're from the Rosewood Naturals range, and it is sold for birds and for small animals, but it's these sort of dried grasses and different things, so I thought I would add that to her tank to make it a bit more natural. It's something she can chew on and it makes it look really, really cute. And then we have this little log bridge. So this I made just from cutting some sections. We just had one long log and we just cut it up into little pieces, and then I actually used some non-toxic sort of hot glue, just a little daub in the middle just to glue it together, and it seems to be holding it really well, and there's not actually any bits of glue that she can get to, so I'm not worried about her eating it. But I thought that looked really, really cute to help her get up to her second level. She hasn't actually used these yet, she's just been sort of coming out here and climbing over the top, but I think it looks really cute. So these are those natural grasses. So I've just shoved them into the substrate and they seem to be holding up really well. Here she also has some, I believe these are Willow Sticks. I had a pack of these for the guinea pigs, so I borrowed a couple for the new Hammy. We also have some Millet Spray, which is again hamster safe. These you can normally get in the bird section of pet shops. She has had a little nibble of this. If she eats too much, I'll have to take it away because it is more of a treat than they shouldn't really eat too much of it. So I'm hoping that she leaves this alone for a little bit, otherwise this is going to have to go. But she has been really enjoying pulling bits off of there. And then we have her little food dish. I do have a more natural looking one, which I think I'm going to put in, but I like the cute paw prints on this one. And in there she's got the Pets at Home muesli, which is the food that she came on. I will probably eventually be switching her over, but it's not too bad for composition. I think it's about 17% protein, so I think I'll keep her on it for the minute, but then when the bag starts to run out, I think I'll start switching her over to something a little bit better. And then also under here we have this tunnel, so I've just put it so she can go in there and she can sort of come out underneath. And that is some sort of woven tunnel. I can't remember what the material is now. As you can see in this area of the tank, the substrate is really deep, so she has got the opportunity to dig. She hasn't actually been digging so far, and even when she sleeps, she doesn't even really tend to go in her houses that much. She tends to sleep behind the houses, sort of out in the open, which is a little bit strange, but all my hamsters that I've owned have been completely different, so that might just be her unique quality. And I forgot to show you this one over here, which is a hanging treat chew, which my friend very kindly gave to her. Thank you, Jojo, if you're watching. She has been really enjoying that, as you can see. And yeah, I feel like it's something that's sort of helped her settle in a little bit and make her feel a little bit happier in adjusting in her new tank. And you can see her there through the wheel. I think she's grooming herself. So that's pretty much everything in her tank. I thought I would just show you with the lid on there as well, just so you know that she's safe and secure in there. And this lid I just made out of some 1x1 wood with some little triangles, and then this PVC coated Avery mesh here, which I bought from Homebase. So I've also got the option to hang toys and stuff off of these, but for the minute I think I'm going to leave it how it is because I'm pretty excited about how that's turned out, and she seems to be really enjoying it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!